U.S. officials are clearing out the consulate in St. Petersburg after Russia ordered it to be closed, along with announcing the expulsion of 60 U.S. diplomats. That comes, of course, as a response to the expulsion of 60 Russian diplomats from the U.S., as well as the closure of the consulate in Seattle. Now, those 60 diplomats are on their way back to Moscow today, along with their family members, 171 Russians being returned in total. Also yesterday in Moscow, we saw that 23 foreign diplomats were summoned to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to be told that some of their diplomats would have to go home. That was expected. Those were tit-for-tat measures that Russia was promising to bring about in response to all the other countries expelling Russian diplomats. What we weren't expecting to see, however, was the British ambassador being summoned as well. Now, Russia has already expelled 23 British diplomats in response to the UK, expelling 23 of theirs. They went a step further yesterday by announcing that the UK would have to reduce the size of its diplomatic mission to Russia to bring it in line with the size of the Russian diplomatic mission to the UK. And today we've learned that will be about 50 people, in addition to those 23 already being expelled. Now, today we've also heard from the Russian Ministry of Transportation, who's demanding an explanation from British authorities after a passenger plane in London at Heathrow Airport yesterday was searched, a Russian passenger jet, an Aeroflot plane. We don't know whether it was coming or going, but we understand that some officials did search that plane, and the Russians are now demanding an explanation. They say if they don't receive one, they'll assume that it's connected to what they call UK's anti-Russia policy. Now, the tensions, of course, are growing as the days go by, but one bright spot that may help improve relations, we're learning today that the UK is considering giving consular access to the Russians to their citizen Julia Chapman. She is exclusively a Russian citizen, unlike her father, Sergei Skripal, who has dual nationality. We've learned in the last few days that her health has been improving. She's now conscious and eating and talking. So in the coming days, Russian consular officials may be given access to their citizen, which would make them very happy indeed. Julia Chapman, CGTN, Moscow.